Hi guys, welcome to the short video about disk space cleaning Windows 10. Yeah, it's crazy. We have 2020 and we had a lot of Windows 10 updates, and it looks like Windows or Microsoft with Windows has been capturing a lot of space just with these updates again. It's really crazy, and it can be a lot, 10 gigabytes and even more. And I saw this in the news today and I couldn't believe that it happened again, but it looks like it is really the case. And so I wanted to show you how to get your space back, especially if you have a computer with a small hard drive, like a small C drive, and you're running out of space. So these are your options. Just hit the Windows key and then type space. And you can click this thing here, delete temporary space. There are a lot of options. Yeah, go a little bit to the side. Hope you can see everything here. Yeah, when you hit this storage thing, it will show you what you have on your computer, what you have free. Yeah, here we have the C drive. One easy thing is here. It is not very prominent here, but it makes sense to click on this thing here. Configure storage sense or run it now. I don't know how long this already exists. I think this is a newer tool. I've never used this before. I just saw this, and it looks like you can turn the thing on and then storage sense will run when disk space is low. We clean up enough space to help your system run at its best. We cleaned up 2 gigabytes of space in the past months. Yeah, I did it more or less manually. I mean, I didn't use this thing. What you can do if you don't want to run this all the time, I mean, this can be a good thing. If you're really having a small C drive, why not? And also activate this thing for temporary files which can be deleted after 30 days. But you have to be careful what Microsoft means with temporary files. I'm not sure about these things. You have to be really careful because they also call your download folder somehow temporary files. But this thing was already activated and I still have my downloads. It says delete files in my recycle bin if they have been there for over 30 days. I have checked my recycle bin and all the things are still there, so it's a little bit weird. I don't know. I mean, I'm usually good with these things, but we have to be careful. Delete files in download folder. Yeah, that's it here. Yeah. So that's good that it is on never. So yeah, I try to keep the things in my download folder as long as possible. If I need it again or need another version again, which is maybe not available anymore. So I think it should be good with these settings, usually 30 days recycle bin and download never. And the thing is, here you have an icon here, free up space. Now you can hit this button, but I've done this 5 minutes ago. I don't expect anything to happen. Takes a little bit of time, but it has been freeing 2 gigabytes. Yeah, that was just probably some system files, not used system files. 2 gigabytes, that's not bad. It's not huge, but at least that's something. But of course, we couldn't free up any more space. But I've been doing that 5 minutes ago. 2 gigabytes, not bad. But there's much more. So let's go back here. So here there's one thing here on top, temporary files. You would think, okay, we can drop everything which is here. Yeah, maybe not so much. These are also download files, but we can click here and see what it finds. Just let it run for a little bit. Yeah, shouldn't take too long. Yeah, took only about 30 seconds or so, and we have it here. And the larger thing, of course, is download. Be careful. That's maybe things which you are still needing. Be really careful. Maybe do it manually. But there's one thing here. Windows Update Cleanup, more than 8 gigabytes. That's definitely something which most people don't need. If you, like after an update, you run your system, you check everything is running like your browser, you have all your data, you can still do whatever you have been doing before, then don't hesitate to click on that. I mean, it's already checked by default. Maybe also thumbnails and window upgrade log files and yeah, these things here temporary internet files, window error reports, DirectX shader cache, and these things. So I think the default is good, and so we can easily click here on remove files. It will work for a little bit and then free this more than 8 gigabytes of storage. That can be really helpful. But there's a big but. I mean, I don't mean a but with two T's, just with one T. Don't do this if you're in a rush, if you're short of time, because you can expect that this can take a lot of time depending on the speed of your PC, and the amount what it has to be cleaned can easily take 10 or 20 minutes. So if you start this, go for a coffee, and when you're coming back it usually should be done. And definitely the worst thing which you can do is during this process, when it's cleaning up, when you're closing this window or shutting down your computer, don't do this. I have done this a couple of years ago, and the space was gone. I mean, it was gone just here, but not on the hard drive. And I had huge problems to get rid of this wasted space, because these tools have not been able to find this wasted space anymore. So they unchecked it and said, okay, space is gone, but it was not gone, it was still used. It was crazy. I mean, at a later point, after later Windows 10 upgrade, I've been able to recover this space, but it took long time. So don't do this when you're in a rush. Let the computer run. Unfortunately, it won't show you a progress bar or so, but as long as you're seeing something, I mean, there is a small progress bar or something like that. Yeah, I can't see this anymore. There was something showing that something is going on, but not a real progress bar. So, but be very patient. So we have already been cleaning a lot, but there is more to that. When we go to the Windows again, I mean, when we hit the Window key again, we can type disk cleanup. So we get to this tool here. I'll put the other thing away, and so you can decide where you want to do that, on C or D or whatever drives you have, and you can click on that. And it will show you what you have to clean, but it's just your files. Usually that's not a lot. And you can then go also to the cleanup of the system files, and that's pretty much same which we have done before. I think that's just the old tool which you still can use. Probably they will get rid of these things. This is the old style which you have, and of course there's nothing here anymore. Like 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago, there would have probably be shown the 8 gigabytes of the system upgrade here, so there's not much more here, and I can close this for the moment. But as far as I remember, this was exactly the same thing as we have done before. So there's one last thing which I recommend to check. When we go to the PC and where we see like the C and D drive, we can invoke the C drive. And so here's the local drive, like the C, and we see the Windows, and sometimes there's a Windows old where there's also some things, and sometimes this can be really large. This can be also a couple of gigabytes, and when you have been doing an update and everything runs smooth, so you can remove the thing. Or if you want to go safe, then download CC Cleaner, something like that. But you have to be aware that CC Cleaner also, even though it's free, it comes for a large price, and it will also probably bring some kind of adware, and you never know what you have. So if you're running maybe just once, and then uninstall it, that's probably the best thing you can do. But that's it for now. I think we have done most of the things. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or better solutions, whatever you have, please write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.